Hey, I'm Ben.
And I'm Ian.
And we are here to talk about the new SRAM Red XPLR AXS Groupset. Ian, you've been hands-on with this. You want to give us the lowdown?
Yeah, so this is SRAM's first 13-speed hangerless gravel group set. Setup is very easy. All of the benefits that many people have already been enjoying on mountain bikes that are equipped with transmission drivetrains, this is going to work exactly the same, but for drop bar bikes.
Sweet. Should we take a look?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Let's unbox it. This derailleur is a hangerless one. It mounts directly to your frame.
So this interface goes directly into your through axle
Yes,
on
it
your
does.
frame?
Yep. So this will only work, important to note, on a frame equipped with SRAM's UDH design.
Universal derailleur hanger.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah. So if it fits SRAM's universal derailleur hanger, this will go right onto it. Lets it be as precise as it possibly can because there's no flex in the system, basically. The derailleur hanger exists to protect your frame and to protect your rear derailleur. So when they decided that they were going to make a direct mount hangerless derailleur, they needed to make it as beefy as possible because your entire bike now depends on how sturdy this is.
And is this like the transmission where you can get replacement parts? For
All of these pieces are individually made so that they can be rebuilt.
I noticed this massive pulley wheel down here. Is there anything special about that?
So the rear wheel, just like on the transmission, is a magic wheel, which means that if something gets stuck in here, it'll actually slide along the outside until that can be cleared. This will just prevent, especially if you're off-road, any sticks or rocks that get in there will not absolutely just torch your drivetrain.
But you're getting the efficiency of an oversized pulley
Right.
wheel. Just
Yeah, look how
out
many,
of the box.
just all of that good stuff.
Sweet.
It's got a carbon arm here. It's just premium top to bottom.
We've sort of buried the lead here because the one really exciting thing about the new Red XPLR AXS Groupset.
Number go up, man.
Number go up.
Number
So
go up.
We're talking 13.
13 speeds on this. Yeah.
Should we take a look at the cassette?
Absolutely. So over here, we've got the very first ever SRAM 13-speed cassette.
That is a thing, a massive but very lightweight.
Yep. Yeah, this is 288 grams.
Jeez, there are many road cassettes that are heavier than that.
Yes, it is.
That's ridiculous.
It is a feat of engineering for sure. So this is a 1046, which means they've upped the range. It's now up to 460% on a one-by system. You're also getting tighter steps. So it now goes from a 46 to a 38, et cetera, on down the line. And from your top speed up, you're getting just one cog jump here. So you're getting from 10, 11, 12.
So essentially what they've done is, rather than devoting their entire extra gearing to additional range, they've put a lot of it towards giving you tighter jumps at the lower end of the cassette.
Absolutely. There's a certain balance that they tried to stick on these, because on a red group, you're going to have a lot of people racing.
Right.
And a lot of this is targeted at people who do gravel racing. And so racers will enjoy the little bit of extra range, but those tighter steps so that you can always be in the correct cadence is also really important at this level.
Sweet.
But you also get more range too, so.
Well, we've also actually got a shifter here so that we can demo the shifting, because this is, as with the transmission stuff, the shifting here is pretty awesome.
Yep.
So let's take a look here at how this guy shifts. You ready?
Yep. There it goes.
Woo! That's both the precise axis shifting that we're used to, and also that transmission precision with that universal derailleur hanger interface.
Yeah, like I mentioned, derailleur hangers are necessary for accidents and in case of emergencies, but they add flex to the system. Taking the derailleur hanger out of the equation lets you use the stability of the derailleur and of your frame itself to make sure that you get shifting that is just spot on every time.
Anything else we need to mention about this?
It is universally compatible with AXS components, is the cool thing. So if you already have a 12-speed AXS bike, your crankset, your chain, your shifters, all of those are upgradable. So if you have a bike that has a SRAM UDH frame and you already have an AXS system, you can take this cassette and this derailleur and pair it with any AXS.
So they'll be pushing out like a software update to the entire AXS ecosystem.
Yep, they always
cool.
do. That's it's one of the cool things about AXS ecosystem is that everything works with everything else, and you can configure it on their app.
Sweet. And then there's a crankset and power meter coming as well.
Yep. So there's a new crankset that is still going to work in the same way as the old one does, but it's going to be lighter, stiffer, all of the usual upgrades. But also it's going to introduce the, also coming down from the transmission mountain bike side, a power meter spider that uses thread-on chain rings.
Okay.
And thread-on chain rings are really cool. They're super light, but getting torsional stiffness instead of bolts means that it can now be lighter, stiffer, and just perform better, but still work exactly the same way.
Awesome. Ian, thank you for your expertise.
Yeah, anytime, man.
And all this is available at Bike Tires Direct. You can find those links down below.
Thanks for watching, everyone.